Ukraine forces have now punctured 35 kilometers into Russian territory. They have taken over 82 settlements and are now holding on to 1,150 square kilometers of Russian land. While Kyiv's forces may be holding 2,000 Russian prisoners on their own homeland, it looks like mass surrenders of Russian troops keep increasing. Amid the string of Ukraine successes, Russia's top ally, Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko, has said that we need to get to the table and end this scuffle. But just like Putin, he has threatened to use nuclear weapons if Ukraine ever went too far. He also said that if Belarus is ever invaded by Ukraine, Russia will send its troops there. But Lukashenko's big problem is that Russia doesn't have enough troops domestically to repel the Ukraine invasion, so they have had to actually pull their forces from occupied Ukraine. Russia cannot spare any of its military to help Belarus if such an invasion happened, and even if they could, it would most likely be inexperienced conscripts going against battle-hardened Ukrainians who would wipe the floor with them. And as to the nuclear threat that Minsk poses, just remember, most of Russia's nukes may not actually work because they have been inadequately maintained for several decades. The fact that Lukashenko has mimicked Putin's adversarial behavior more often than not suggests that maybe, just maybe, Belarus is another paper tiger, or a paper kitten. Ukraine, on the other hand, just received F-16 fighter jets and will now start wiping the floor with the Russian Air Force. So far, from the Netherlands, Norway, Denmark, and Belgium alone, they will receive 79 of these fighter jets, and we don't know how many Ukraine actually has as we speak. Now that Ukraine destroyed a huge chunk of Russia's air defense systems, those F-16s are going to fly unimpeded in a lot of areas. Biden has now said he is open to sending long-range cruise missiles to Ukraine. Only a few other countries would have this capability to launch a cruise missile from a fourth-generation fighter plane. Kyiv's forces are already able to deliver destruction deep into Russian territory, hundreds of miles, but the combination of cruise missiles along with the F-16s would exponentiate that. Vladimir Putin's other best friend, China, has said that almost all Chinese banks are refusing to process payments from Russia. 98% of Chinese banks, even the small regional ones, are refusing to accept direct Chinese payment transfers from Russia. And this follows a massive Chinese cyber attack against Russia government infrastructure just weeks ago. So Moscow has already resorted to barter trade, and of course they're looking more for crypto transactions. Iran was supposed to deliver 400 ballistic missiles to Russia, but guess what happened? Unnamed European intelligence sources said that no transfer has happened at all. Further, Ukraine had not publicly reported finding any Iranian missile remnants or debris. So it looks like the pool of generosity from Russia's allies has been drying up. This new meme map of what Russia is becomes more relevant. I am the Geo Hussar, and it has been 10 days since Ukraine has humiliated Russia with this invasion.